Welcome to week 2 of sharing my skills and knowledge with horse owners since stepping away from horse ownership myself. So for those of you that were here last week, you'll know that my main aims to achieve this is to focus on my website, books, and on YouTube and other socials. So last week I introduced the idea of this, and obviously it's been a week since then. So what have I actually achieved this week? It's actually not been too bad, really. I have to be quite sort of philosophical that this isn't always going to be like, I've achieved loads this week, but I think I'm definitely on the prawn. I'm doing really well. So this week, as far as the website's concerned, I actually took a little bit of a deep dive using AI. Now, I don't like overusing AI. Obviously, there is the whole environmental aspects of that, but it's quite good to use as a tool to sort of assess how things are going with the view of like monetization and also how it comes across and what more I could do better so that it becomes more popular. An interesting thing that came out of that was I am underselling myself, and it's quite funny because doing this seems to have brought out not just things that I can use to help myself in this project, but also in life. Yeah, underselling myself is probably something that I am massively guilty of doing. So actually, when I'm looking at introducing myself, I should really introduce myself by my full title, which is RIA, BSc Honours in Equine Science and International Thoroughbred Management, and over 20 years of professional horse care and training. So yes, that kind of changes how the website might look a bit, because I'm moving more away from the 9 to 5 rider struggling along to like what I can actually share with you guys. I haven't changed too much on the website just yet, but I have written a blog which I share to my socials, and that's actually brought the traffic back to the website. So that's been good. The blog was basically just a general sort of what we're going on, what I'm going to do going forward. So I am going to try and write more blogs. Ideally, to get AdSense going, I need to be writing like one a week. So I've just got a few ideas going there that I'll try. I think the best way to do it, which is the way I did it with the other website, was to sit down, have a few ideas, draft them all out, and then just sort of schedule them. If I can schedule like a month ahead each time, and then maybe like one per week, and then it's done, because it doesn't take me long to do what I need to do. It's just starting it, which is always the way. So I'll pop the link below for that blog, so please go over there and look at that. What I really need to do is get my email list sorted out, but that's like a whole other list of things to do. So then moving on to books. I have not written any of my book or edited any of the semi-autobiography, but what I did do was find the copy of the horse care guide, which I nearly finished, which was on an old computer because I have a new computer now, and it was on the old hard drive. So I've now put it onto my my gig 1 terabyte drive that I have, my external drive, so it's safe. And actually, just looking over it, and there's not much more left to do on that. It's mostly getting images and things, which I knew how I was going to do. I just hadn't done it yet. So that book, I think, could be finished maybe by the end of June. I think if we put hard stoppers, like you can have a go at me if I've not done it by July, that would be probably the best. But I'm aiming for end of June with that, which should be good. And then there should be a few YouTube videos that go along with that. So moving on to YouTube, I haven't had any more subscribers this week, but no one's left, so that's good. Interesting enough, I went and looked at the stats on YouTube. I think sometimes I do need to not get so obsessed with the stats side of it. Obviously, I'm trying to get to firstly the 500 so that I can then run subscription-based videos, because that I put a lot of effort into the foaling stuff, so I kind of would like to put that behind a paywall. A really cheap one, but I think YouTube subscriptions is probably easier to do than, like, it's on Patreon, but I've just never managed to get anyone into that. Or maybe I look at Patreon again, but then they also take a cut, so I have to look at who takes the biggest cut. But obviously I've known for a little while that there's like a unlike button as well as a like button. So I was looking back and I was like, oh, some of this isn't like 100%. And it's like, some people have actually put a dislike. Like when I bought Rosie, the video that I did for that, someone put dislike on it. Like, what? That just, then you kind of go down a rabbit hole of like, why did that person do that? Like I very rarely put a like on anything on YouTube. So to actually go and physically put a dislike and not leave a comment, that's bizarre, but that's the mod YouTube. Anyway, I've been watching loads of videos, just trying to get things doing, but what I have done is uploaded a new vlog on there. It's a tutorial. I found some footage when I was going through bits and pieces of Rosie and the maze that I created for her rehab, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a really good bit of information, which for all the rehabs I'd ever done, I'd never thought about this. So I put that up, and it went up yesterday, it's had like a few views, but it's there as a resource now. So again, I'll pop the link for that in below. But yeah, so that's going on. I've also looked over some ideas for getting more of the tests up, and you can't just go and like video someone at a competition and then put that video up on YouTube and claim it for yourself, because even though you did it, there's a whole thing. But obviously I can't go and do anything because I don't have a horse. A few people have offered to help me out with this, which is really good. But what I have done in the meantime is I have edited the videos' titles, because I am aware that some of the new tests are old tests. So ones that are exactly the same, but it's just like the collectives, which we don't discuss in the videos anyway, because it is just the test. I've put at the beginning like the new title, and then in brackets like what it was when I wrote it. So yeah, you know, to be completely transparent, because that is what we want to do here. So I've done that. So hopefully if people are searching for the... Annoyingly enough, none of the elementaries are the same, so all those videos are kind of like meh. But intro, prelim and novice, there's quite a few of the new tests now, so that's good. And then I'll work through just getting copies of the other new ones as and when I can. I've also sketched through a few ideas for ideas that I've got to come up for the future, because I sort of, you know, I'm moving the channel away from sort of diary about my life to helping people, and yeah, because I do feel the more I've got into it, the more I was like, actually I do have a lot to give. And I was watching back a video, one of the following videos that I made for the course, and yeah, I am just so passionate about it that I could talk forever. So I think definitely this is going to be something that will help me be fulfilled, as well as sharing with you guys some knowledge that doesn't come for free. And actually, when I did the AI overview of what I offer, it did say, as I said last week, what I'm offering is something that is kind of getting rarer and rarer, especially on YouTube, where it's all very influencer based, with people that, you know, it's like, oh wow, look at this, or my horse is rearing, aren't I good, and this, that and the other. But people don't learn how to be better horse people out of that, and it's almost gate kept. You know, if you're working in the professional sphere as I did, like, you learn so much, and I was taught by other people, so I'd like to share that with people that maybe don't have those opportunities like I did, because, you know, well, as a lot of us did of my age, I learned to most of my basic horse care in a riding school, just being a slave for free rides. But I say slave, smile on my face, because obviously we couldn't afford a horse, so I was there, and actually I probably learnt more that way than any other way. Obviously the change in regulation for child labour now, sadly you don't get those opportunities, and I do think that is one of the reasons why horse care in general has taken a deep dive. That and the fact that most people learn to ride in an arena. When I learned to ride, it was like a massive 10-acre field. There was 3 lessons going on, and you learned to control your horse, because if you didn't, it just took you home. So I wasn't saying it's all great in those days, but you definitely, there's a lack of horsemanship these days, which some of it is the fault of the people for not wanting to be better, but a lot of it is those opportunities just aren't there anymore. So anyway, I'm going to try and help turn that tide, and yeah, that should be good. I don't know, looking forward to the week going ahead, how much I will get done, because I'm actually about to go away. I'll show you my fingers now. You see the lovely rearing horse. I'm actually going to my other passion of Formula One, and I'm going to go to Barcelona. So I will be away for a few days, not long, and then I'm going to be back, and then I'll be back at work. But hopefully by next week, when I catch up with you, I will have done a bit more with the book. I definitely will have done another blog, and I might have done a video, or I might have just tidied some other bits up. But anyway, let's see you next week.